Hey guys, it's me. I just decided I was going to go ahead and try to do a tarot card reading so you guys can see it. Unfortunately, because all I have is an iPad, you won't be able to actually see the actual layout. But just to give you an idea of the layout that I do, it's like this one in the book. And I'll basically go over everything as I'm doing it. And I'll hold up each card so that you can actually see it as I'm doing it. What I'm going to do a reading on right now is to find out if there was any potential with that guy that I met last night at the club. So the way you do this is you have to focus on your question while you shuffle the cards. See, I'm shuffling. So I'm shuffling. Focus. Hopefully this won't take more than 15 minutes. I hope not. All right. Then what you do is you cut the deck. See, cut the deck. I cut it into quite a few different piles. And then I mix them, stack them back up the way that I want. And then I look in my book here. The first card that I draw is going to represent the present. I'll show you what the card. I'll hold the cards up to the camera as I go around to reading them. So, immediate obstacles, specific goals, past foundation, past, future. Ooh, interesting. The questioner, environmental factor. Oh dear, I'm running out of room because my camera's in the way. Oh no! Ah! Sorry, camera. Ah! My camera fell! You're looking at nothing right now. Oh my goodness. I hope... Are you okay, camera? Poor little camera. Alright. Let's put this back up here. Hopefully that's okay. I'll scoots over a little. Okay, so where was I? That was environmental factor, inner emotions. I'm going to have to scoot these cards down a little bit because I don't have quite enough room here. And then the final results. Okay, so starting out in my spread here, my card that represents the present is this card right here, which is the Five of Cups. Okay. So the way I do this is I go into my book just to get a general idea of what the card stands for. So the Five of Cups says, we are now finding it easier to deal with our lot in life. Any quarrels or splits are behind us, and we are starting to feel we can move on and away from the past. We are likely to find ourselves in the company of old and good friends, and may regret having lost touch in the past. Things may have gone wrong, but feeling sorry for ourselves is not the way out. Relationships may be difficult, and we may feel unloved, but we have something which we can work on for the future in other directions. We may find ourselves with extra money through a small winter inheritance. Someone we meet now could have an effect on our lives in the long term. That's kind of interesting. That's present. So this guy that I met last night, he could potentially become someone important in my life. The next card, which is this one, the Five of Coins. This card represents my immediate obstacles. So let's see what the Five of Coins, or Five of Pentacles, as it's called in this particular book. A good card for romance and affairs of the heart, but not necessarily so for money matters. We may feel the need to make plans for the future, but mistakes are more than likely, and now is not the time to take risks as failure is suggested. Family and friends are likely to be helpful to us at this time and offer emotional support, which is badly needed, as we are feeling a sense of loss of faith in our abilities. We must try to rise to the challenge and draw out our inner strength. We cannot live in the past. We must be realistic. This is actually a pretty good reading because this totally sounds like how I was feeling last night, because I was really over emotional and insecure and feeling at a loss. So this is actually, so far it's pretty, yeah, I would say that is definitely an immediate obstacle right there. So the next card is specific goals. Whoops. And that is this one right here, the Ace of Wands. I'm trying to do this as fast as I can. I've already spent 5 minutes and I've only gone through 3 cards. So, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, where are you? Ace, 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 ace. Ace of Wands. This one represents specific goals. A new child in the family, new start, new job, new house, new friendship, new romance. All these things are suggested when the Ace of Wands is present in a spread. A creative phase is starting and we will have a lot of fun and happiness along the way as long as we hold on to our enthusiasm. Money worries are unlikely or will lessen. Again, this spread is totally making it seem like this guy is going to be a good thing in my life. But I'm still not completely sure of that yet. Anyway, the next card is my past foundations, and that is the Five of Swords right here. Five of Swords. Five of Swords. And like I said, past foundations. We realize we cannot run away forever and must stand and face up to our problems, limitations, and responsibilities. Partings may occur, someone may even leave the country, leaving us sad and sorrowful, but new starts are also indicated. We should watch for troublemakers, violence, and arguments. We will win in the end, although our reputation may be tarnished. We should guard against taking on too much and being unable to cope. So this is past foundations. Basically saying, you know, I have to stand up to facts and be realistic. So the next card is actually the past, and that is the Knight of Coins, or the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Knight. Knights that say neat. And this man has the appearance of immaturity, and while he is responsible, trustworthy, methodical, and hardworking, he has not yet developed the strength of character needed to win through in business situations. He is a good executive, but not yet capable of moving up in the corporate ladder. He is likely to offer suggestions and ideas which we should consider, even though he may not have thought them through properly. However, we should not be too willing to take him on as part of a package. The presence of this cardinal spread suggests a need to learn to be innovative and to see things through to their logical conclusion. In certain circumstances, this card can relate to someone who is out of work, but who has a lot of ideas and needs some backing. This card can also indicate travel associated with work. That card represents my past. Again, these are all, the one tricky thing about tarot card readings is sometimes it is hard to put some of these things together. But the Knight of Pentacles does sound a lot like this guy. It sounds a lot like this guy. Even though the spread is saying this is my past. The future card is this card here. It's called Temperance. And that's one of the main cards. Let me find it here. Temperance. Temperance. And this is my future card. It says, number 14, this card shows the need to control forces if harmony is to be achieved. We must be patient, self-controlled, and calm. The card also represents a strong ally or friend, a possible reconciliation, and the need for rest to maintain good health. We must be balanced, diplomatic, and exercise moderation in our lives, especially when dealing with other people. There is a need for exchange, partially of communication in a relationship. We must assess our feelings. Patience is something we must acquire, as restlessness and wasting of energy will leave us depleted. This is a card of regeneration. The drawing of this card can indicate a need for economics to be made, which may be either financial or emotional. Changes will occur, which will be good for us, and we may recoup, thinking we have previous thoughts lost to us. Others will be helpful to us, and we could find ourselves in a good partnership situation. Well, good partnership situation for the future. Okay, okay. This next card is the Questioner, which is basically, I guess, me and somewhat of my question. And it is the Four of Pentacles. I mean, I'm going to say pentacles instead of coins just because that's what it says in the books. This is the card of King Midas, the hoarder of money, lover of wealth and luxury, the miserly person. Money is not everything, and while we need financial and material security, there are other matters of equal or greater importance which must be addressed at this time. We may find ourselves in receipt of extra money and feel like putting it away for a rainy day. We may also think of investments at this time. We must, however, be sure to be a little generous to those around us and to ourselves. We may fear loss, but there's nothing to fear, save fear itself. Yeah, a lot of these have to do with financial things, and it actually, surprisingly enough, makes sense. This next card is my environmental factor, which is the Ace of Cups. Again, I'm trying to hurry up because I'm trying to do this in under 15 minutes. Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. And this is environmental factors. This is the true card of love and all the emotions and traumas associated with love, being in love or falling in love. It is a happy card bringing about a sense of fulfillment and peace. It's also a card which suggests psychic development or potential in some way, as well as the development of intuition. Anything undertaken will be productive and favorable, and happiness will be all around us in whatever we tackle. The birth of a child, an engagement, or marriage are all suggested by this card. Things look promising for a new relationship. Awkward. Next one is my inner emotions, which is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 prostitutes. Sometimes we find ourselves daydreaming and fantasy seem to be the easier option. Now is one of those times, however, we should guard against being unrealistic, foolish, and unwise. We may be spoiled for choice in some situations. Daydreams have their place, but we must realize that we are living in the real world. There is a lot of potential in emotional and financial situations, and we must deal with these realistically. The daydream phase can turn into creativity with a bit of extra thought. We may be looking for some psychological, religious, or spiritual help or advice, and could be doing extra reading in this area. We may look full of confidence, but this is a front. Yeah, that's pretty much me emotionally. I would definitely say that. And the final result, this is the last card, is the Queen. The Queen of Cups. And I'm going to hurry this up because I'm already at the 12-minute mark. Queen of Cups. Ginger, shut the fuck up. You're pissing me off. You're ruining this for me. The Queen of Cups is a trusted lady, probably a beloved wife and her mother, someone who has the benefit of experience through the years. She is honest, faithful, and wise, with the benefit of foresight to help her through. The presence of this card indicates a stable marriage and domestic happiness, or the good, sensible advice will come from a lady with these qualities. This card can also suggest a need for us to look into things more deeply and to develop an inner vision. So, just from what I've gathered from this reading, it is saying that something potentially could come out of this. Something could, but I would need to be on my guard and try to be as realistic as possible about things and try not to focus so much on financial situations and things like that. So anyway, that was my tarot card reading. Take it easy. Bye-bye.